Hi everyone, this is Matteo from Codeable. In this new episode, we're going to meet with Puneet Sahalot, who will share with us his story and experience as a freelancer. But he will also tell us more about working as a Codeable expert, letting us know how this experience, in a way, changes lives. So, hey Puneet, thank you for joining us today in this new episode of Changing Lives. We really appreciate it.
Hey Matt, nice meeting you, and thank you for inviting me to this episode of Changing Lives.
It's a pleasure, mate. So I'm really looking forward to knowing more about you and your story. So to get the ball rolling, why don't you start by saying where you're from, in which part of the world are you right now, and most importantly, how long have you been a freelancer?
Okay, I'm living in a beautiful city of lakes. It's Udaipur, Rajasthan. I'm in India,
Hmm.
and I have been a freelancer from 2009. So it's been almost 6 years now, 7 years now
Okay, so
as a
you've been a
freelancer.
freelancer for quite some
Yeah,
time, right?
yes.
So would you mind telling us what do you like about freelancing? I mean, why did you choose to start working by yourself, gamble on yourself, and not ended up in a regular 9 to 5 job?
I think the best thing about freelancing is I get to choose the kind of projects I'm working on and the clients I want to work with, along with the freedom of working as per my convenience. So if I want to take a break from work for a couple of days, it's easy for me to schedule my clients and workload accordingly. And of course, being in India, there's a difference in time zones, but over the period it has been adjusted, and I know I can adjust with different time zones as well.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So freedom, of course, it's one of the most, reason that people uh, opt for, the freelancer path, business path. So even if we are at the beginning of this interview, I'm gonna ask you like a super tough question right away. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So what does it take to be a good freelancer, and do you think anybody can be one? Just to clarify my question a little bit further, on top of my head, I think that deal with clients, for example, isn't natural for many, and also you need to be good at planning your time and your resources. And so, what do you think? What does it take to be a good freelancer?
I think the most important part is excellent communication and meeting with the deadlines with your clients. So if you can communicate the requirements and expectations very well with your clients and meet the deadlines, set up your project schedule accordingly, you can be a good freelancer. So, when especially when we are working remotely and we are located in a completely different time zone and in a different country, it becomes a bit difficult to convince your clients and to build your initial trust initially. But over the period, if you build your portfolio and keep your maintain your online presence, I think it's easier to convert your clients into long-term clients.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But you're not only freelancing running solo. You have your own agency, right?
Right.
Okay. Would you mind sharing your experience on that? I mean, how were you able to scale from being a solopreneur, a solo freelancer, to an agency owner?
So I started as a freelancer. The initial idea was to work freelance to continue freelancing, but over the period I realized that I was leaving a lot of money on table
Mm-hmm.
because I had limited time, limited skill set, and with WordPress my interest kept growing to try out different kind of projects. Myself as I had a limited skill set, so I was specializing in theme development, but I saw a lot of potential in plugin development as well. So in 2012, I started my agency with only one developer, and now we are a team of developers, designers, quality analysts. So over the period, we have been growing, we have been getting new clients, and using
Nice.
the same money, investing the same money into our business, and it has helped me to grow into an agency.
Yeah, nice. Congrats. And what are the challenges involved in the switch if you ever need to pick up or list a couple of them?
I think the biggest challenge for a new business owner is to find right kind of team members.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people who are going to code who know how to code, but how to code for WordPress, how to follow best of the guidelines
Yeah.
is not a cup of tea for everyone. Some people are not going to learn those things. So if you can find right people who are excited about working and excited about learning, it's easy to build your team. And then the next problem which I faced with running an agency is managing multiple people at the same time and
Uh-huh.
dealing with multiple clients at the same time. So you need to set up a perfect project management process for your business. And on top of that, we need a perfect quality analyst who can test everything, who can analyze everything, and make sure that the code or final product which we are delivering to our client is well tested and bug free. So we reduce client revisions and back and forth.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And so back to the main topic. What made you look for something new in your freelancing life, in fact, like Codeable? I mean, was there a specific reason, like you didn't like your previous jobs or the way you were working before? In a way, you felt like you were missing something on your professional life, or what else?
So luckily, I never had to go for a job. I started my career as a freelancer, but over the period, I realized that I started working on a particular theme and a framework. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to expand my business because I had the skill set to build custom themes, custom websites, and even offer custom designs.
Mm-hmm.
So that was limiting for me with my existing setup. And then I came to know about Codeable through Twitter, and I tweeted about it and asked if I can join it or not. So
Oh,
that
so
was,
so you heard about Codeable through Twitter,
yeah.
and do you remember how you get in touch with Per or Tomasz? Do you remember this?
Yeah, it was. I was. It was a regular day. I was just going through my timeline, and someone tweeted about the new freelancers marketplace for WordPress,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Codeable. So, interestingly, I found the website. I browsed the website, and I found it really impressive. Like, because I have never been to any other freelance websites earlier,
Uh-huh.
I never believed them. I never trusted them because there was a lot of competition. The quality was not a focus on other websites,
Yeah.
but Codeable was and is completely different. So I tweeted and I asked if I can join Codeable. Then I had a few email conversations and I was on board in 2014.
Whoa, nice. And how long have you been a Codeable expert?
More than 2.5 years now.
Ooh, wow. And how things are going here at Codeable? I mean, you have anything to share?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I think Codeable is one of the reasons why I run an agency now and why I've been able to scale up and I have been able to put up a decent amount of money back into my business
Ooh.
and grow my team. So this has been a fantastic journey with Codeable, and I think there's always a little place in your heart where you want to thank everyone at Codeable and the founders of Codeable, and it's been an amazing community, more than a marketplace or a place to find new jobs. It's been a community for me. All the developers here are fantastic, and if I get stuck, I can always consult them. They are friends and not competitors here.
Wow. Thank you. It's really a nice story, a nice point of view from you. It's really thank you for sharing this. And if you look at your past
Thank
freelancing
you.
life and then you fast forward to today, how things have changed for you? I mean,
Hmm.
are they any different?
I would say my life has completely changed
Ooh.
because as a freelancer, I was working crazy work hours. Being in India, I was working late at night till early in morning.
Yeah.
But after joining Codeable, this was a big relief as I could tell my clients that I'm not in your time zone, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to run away or I'm not going to complete something on time because Codeable provides a basic guarantee and trust to both developers and clients. It's easy to convince them. And this is how a lot of clients have worked with me without worrying about losing their money or time. So this has been a big relief for me. At the same time, as I mentioned earlier, I have been able to invest back into my business, and that has changed a lot of things for me because now I have a team, so I can offload some work, and they are able to deliver the same quality which I expect from them. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing for me.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, and do you remember how many projects you worked on and completed?
I think it's close to 200 now.
Whoa, congrats!
Yep.
That's an interesting number.
Right. So I've been a bit choosy about the kind of projects I have picked up. Sometimes I take up small projects, and sometimes I go for bigger ones like complete website builds or PhD to custom themes or plugins.
Okay. So I guess at the end of the day, you must be quite happy about this new freelancing life that you started with Codeable, and you also started with your company. But let me ask you one last thing. I know some other
Hmm.
expert like you, after working with us for some time, have been able to, let's see, travel more, buy a motorcycle, put down a deposit for a new home. Others just invested, sorry, on improving their freelance business with, better software or better gear, for example. How about you? Did you do anything like that? Are you planning to do anything like this?
Yes, I think I have been able to do a lot of that because I got some freedom to travel more. I was attending a lot of word camps because of that freedom.
Uh huh.
Then
Nice.
yeah, and it's always fantastic to meet WordPress community. So that is one big plus for me. Then, as I said, I was able to invest back into my business and grow my agency. So that is again a huge plus point. And I was able to put some savings, and yeah, I was able to travel.
Whoa, that's enough. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, that's awesome story. Well, I think that's enough for today. It was super interesting hearing your story, Puneet. Thank you for sharing it with me, with us. And once again, I would like to thank you very much for spending your time with all of us. So, wish you a great day and talk to you soon. Cheers.
Thank you, Matt. It was wonderful being with you, and I'm happy to be a part of Codeable. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're happy to have you on board, mate.
Amazing. I think Codeable is one of the reasons why I run an agency now, and why I've been able to scale up, and I have been able to put up a decent amount of money back into my business and grow my team. So this has been a fantastic journey with Codeable.